Morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Morning Glory with Eddie Law. What's happening, everybody? Quick shout out here. If you missed Keyboard Warriors last night, it was actually a pretty good show. You should definitely check that out. I'll be uploading this on YouTube, this video as well, but it's on the YouTube channel. So check out my Twitter. You can check out Fred Kirby's Twitter at Kirby_MMA. Or who else retweeted? I think us two tweeted the shit out of it. So go to our Twitters. You can find the link to Keyboard Warriors. Great show last night. Always fun. Discussed the list, which if you pay a little, it takes literally like 5 seconds of research on Twitter to find out what we're talking about specifically. But I'm pretty sure we dropped every hint possible, if not outright said it. So yeah. Also, we talked about UFC Japan, UFC this weekend, and we talked about, what was the other thing? MMA in New York, UFC in New York specifically, with a little date set for April. Like, more than likely won't happen, but you never know. We're not privy to those conversations with courts and appeals and all that shit. So, one thing we didn't talk about was Gegard Mousasi, and I know we should have, and I know I did. I think a couple of days ago I talked about it on here, I think, on Periscope, but he lost his goddamn mind. So, again, one thing you don't want to do is get on social media when you're when you're a fighter that lost, because people do hate on you. Well, what the fuck? No, people do love to hate a lot. So, I look like I have like a backwards Batman mask right now. No, not really. Actually, it's kind of on point. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know where that thought came from. Nice and sunny here in Arizona, of course. Temperature's finally starting to drop. It's fun times, man. Revelation. If that's a revelation, I think it is. I think Andrew Reid might be watching this shit. If it is, man, what's up? Anyway, couple quick things. Of course, I don't just talk about MMA on this Periscope. The Morning Glory has nothing to do with religion, by the way. Somebody asked me, was like, "Does Morning Glory? Are you religious?" I'm like, "No, not in the least." What does that mean? And I'm like, "You never heard about taking your Morning Glory?" And it's right. Let's see what this Periscope shite is like. Hello, chap. What's up, man? I knew it was Andrew. No one could take that name. There's no way. That revelation. No way. Anyway, yeah. So, a couple things here. Obviously, I talk about way more than MMA on this show. Anyone that's had valley fever knows that valley fever is a fungus in your lungs, the way that causes an infection and gets you super sick and all that. I got mine about 3 months ago. I got developed, I guess, valley fever. It's in my left lung, right? It's a fungus. It was pretty bad at first. We had X-rays, CAT scans, all that shit, or CT scans. Sorry, different thing. CAT scans are different. CT scans and all that. And it showed the fungus on the bottom part of my lung and whatnot. We've been treating it with diflucan and all that shit. I can't stand medicine, pharma medicine. It's just, to me, it's just too weird. And I don't like side effects and everything. I prefer natural remedies, but unfortunately, I haven't done enough research to put natural remedies to how to either kill or put the fungus that causes valley fever into dormant mode with stuff like marijuana or something like that. If it was, I'd be high as fuck all the time. Please believe. So, rub some dirt on it. Yeah, look, man, I heard that growing up too. All right, and it usually works, but you know how it goes. Anyway, so I'm just on one medication. I started off on like 8 different medications, slowly but surely, and I think I did it. It's due to the fact that I'm so physically active. It's part of the reason why I was able to get rid of a lot of those medicines, right? So, and I'll get into that in a second. But keeping up with this valley fever thing. Yesterday I went and saw basically an expert in valley fever, or in what they call infectious diseases, which makes valley fever sound horrible, which it is horrible, but it's not. You can't just go cough in someone's face and give it to them. It doesn't work that way. So that's the good part, because I got a nephew that I care a lot about, and I stayed away from him for like 3 weeks when I first got sick, because I was just scared to death that I could get him sick, and what I was going through was fucking horrible. So anyway, so yesterday I went to this infectious disease expert doctor, and she went through all my stuff, my CT scans, my X-rays, my blood tests, every single one that I've had. And she determined that I'm on the right path. My lungs look a lot better as far as from the X-rays and the CAT scans. She says so. My lungs look, night and day from the original stuff that went down when I first got sick. And that, she asked me a bunch of questions. Do you have headaches? No. Do you have back pains? No. Do you have any? Basically, you went through like a million questions of how I do physically, what I do every day physically, and everything. And she said, well, you're down the right path. We'll have a few more months, or at least 3 to 4 months left of treatment with the diflucan, but they're gonna try and get me off, start smoking the herb. Then if it works, look, if it works, Andrew, I'm gonna start doing it again. But I can't smoke anything right now, so it'll have to be in a different way, edibles and all that. So, and a juice that I found that's amazing. And if that works, fucking awesome. Anyway, so yesterday, anyway, I'm about to leave, and she asked me if I have any questions, and I go, yeah, physically, because originally my primary care physician told me I can't work out and run in the heat and all this other shit, or outside. I can't do anything much outside. Basically told me to stay indoors. If I work out, stay indoors and all that. And I asked this expert, I said, do I have any limitations as far as physical stuff? She's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, the doctor told me I can't run outside. I can't, basically be in the heat for too long and also the shit. And she says, well, it's not like you're going to get, the expert goes, it's not like you're going to get more valley fever. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, you can't get more valley fever. You got it for the rest of your life. Basically, with valley fever, because they haven't found a cure for it, because it's in your fucking lung, so what they try to do is keep it basically, when medicine knock it down to the level that your own body can just keep it dormant for as long as possible, and then when you get sick again, you just go back on medicine. It's a forever thing, and you just gotta be able to manage it, which I have by changing my diet completely, I think. And I'm gonna end up writing a book about this shit in like 20 years. But yeah. So she goes, no, it's like you can get more valley fever. And so I took that as getting cleared by the doctor to do some physical shit. Well, those people that follow me on Twitter all the time or talk to me basically ever know that I'm a huge fan of obstacle course races. Spartan race, Tough Mudders, all that shit. Basically doing hard shit for absolutely no reason. That's me. I like that. So I like doing tough shit just to accomplish stuff. That really doesn't get you anything but a little medal and knowing that you and your friends went through it. But regardless, last weekend I was supposed to go to Temecula, California for the Spartan Beast there. I missed out on it, obviously, because the doctor had told me I couldn't do shit for 6 months. Well, this doctor cleared, my original doctor. This specialist says, you can't get more valley fever. I don't see why you can. Shit. Immediately fucking started texting everybody like, hey, fucking everyone's still going to Tahoe. Lake Tahoe is like on the border of Nevada and California. It's in California, but it's like right next to the border of Reno, Nevada, which is like Las Vegas' little brother, or little brother, half retarded. And so I fucking hit all my teammates up from the obstacle course racing crew that I hang with and train with, and they're like, yeah, we're still going. And I've kept myself super, like, incredibly physically active, and so I'm in shape. I'm in pretty good shape. So I go, hey, I'm gonna sign up. They're like, serious? Like, yeah. Like, all right. So I signed up. I'm on the team, good to go. I'm starting looking at, I get a hotel. We're good in Reno. We're good. It's only like 30 miles out from the actual course. We're good. Then I go, okay, how am I gonna get there? Because it's quite a bit ways away. I know people that live here probably figure out Phoenix. From Phoenix to Vegas is 6 hours. From Phoenix to Reno is a little longer. Turns out, plane tickets round trip about $600. Fuck that shit. So I look, how long's the drive? 12 and a half hours. Huh. My truck is and you guys can see the inside of it. It's an 03 GMC Sierra, right? I love this truck. If I can keep this thing going forever, I will. More than likely, it's gonna die next year, but it'd be a miracle. I love my truck, but this thing's not gonna make it 12 and a half hours. It's just not. I mean, at some point, it'll start giving me some kind of issue. So I rented a car, and if I'm gonna spend the money, I'm gonna spend my money. I'm gonna spend it right. So I got a sports car. I don't know if it's either gonna be a Camaro or a Challenger again, or a Mustang. Every time I rent a car, it's always something like sporty because it's fun and I like to get it out of my system instead of sitting there going, fuck, I want to buy, I want to be great. So, which would be great, but completely unnecessary. So I get my kicks out by renting one, tearing the shit out of it, and then fucking giving it back to the rental company. So anyway, yeah, I'm driving 12 and a half hours. I'm starting Friday morning. Okay. Now here's where all of you get, maybe not involved, but all of you get to see some shit, I guess. I will be doing periscopes through the road as internet, I guess, signal allows. And I was thinking about trying to do like the longest periscope ever by just literally periscoping 12 and a half hours of driving. But that seems like at some point I'm going to say just the most retarded shit ever, or just not say anything. You'll just be staring at my face driving through Nevada or Arizona and then Nevada and then California. But so we'll see what I do. But I know for sure I'm going to be periscoping. For sure I'm going to be making videos and shit. I figure why not. Little known fact about me, I did graduate from U of A, Arizona, with a broadcast journalism degree, and part of that broadcast journalism is photography. I have a professional camera, a sick ass DSLR that I haven't used in maybe 3 weeks. I usually go on Sunday mornings and I go take pictures of stuff, but I never have. I'm so critical of my own work that it just never looks good enough to post anywhere. I'm going to start posting that shit and then just letting the masses have at it. Let me know what you guys think. But it's going to start with this trip. 12 and about half hours. I'm leaving Phoenix at about 4:30 a.m. I think, maybe a little later depending on traffic. I have all day to get to Reno. So I'm going to stop at spots that look good, take a couple pictures, maybe do a periscope. We'll see. But I'm going to make it a trip like that, man. I think I'm going to make something of it. See what goes on. So I'm doing that. So all those of you going to the Spartan Beast, 13 miles, about 25 to 30 obstacles, if not more, if I read that right. I'm not trained. I haven't trained my body for 13 miles of running, but it's a team thing, so it's not like we're all going to be, just hauling ass running the whole time. My team is like 8 people, and 8 or 9 people, and I know a couple of them are hurt, so I know they're going to be, there's going to be some people lagging behind, so I'm not the kind of guy that's going to leave my team behind, just run ahead and beat them. I'm gonna hang with my team and just make sure everyone gets through it as safely as possible and no one gets hurt. But yeah, if you're going to Lake Tahoe, Spartan Beast, the Spartan Beast, and you're gonna be there and shit. Our start time is 10 a.m. on Saturday. Hit me up on the Twitter at Elaw31. We'll fucking meet up and shoot the shit, hang out till start time. And go for it all, go for glory, or whatever they say. So, what was the other thing I wanted to say? Fuck, it had to do with the Valley Fever thing. Fuck, I forgot. Oh well. Anyway, so, one of the reasons why I think like a lot of people are unhealthy, they don't take care of you. Here's the thing. For example, you go to a restaurant and you get this big ass plate of food, right? You don't really need all that food, right? But we've been conditioned that it's like, well, you go to Five Guys, you have a giant burger and a huge brown bag of fries, it turns you gay. No, it does not turn you gay. Fast food does not turn you gay. Chill the fuck out. Anyway, one of the sorry, you have to watch Keyboard Warriors last night to understand why I'm laughing at that. But anyway, fucking. Yeah, I mean, look, the portions that are being served these days, especially in the U.S., I don't know how it works in anywhere else. I know in Mexico, it's like half the portions, all right? And it's perfect to keep, because a lot of, Mexico, I think still is, or it was, the most obese country on the planet, but I'm pretty fucking sure it's the U.S., or at least a very close second. But the portions, the food we serve here is insane. Like, it's just way too much food. You don't need that much food, every time you eat, so... Especially if you go out to eat for like every meal, for example, you're overdoing it. That kind of thing, along with what the food is made of, what's thrown on vegetables like pesticides and shit like that, that's got to affect your health negatively as hell. And I've done zero research. I'm going off just personal experience. Growing up, when my mom was always making dinner and making us lunches and stuff, I was pretty healthy. Me and my brother and my sister were all pretty healthy. My brother's always been healthy, but he just has that kind of metabolism. He's that lucky, I guess. But he's a natural athlete. But as soon as I was able to feed myself, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, I went off, man. I never got McDonald's growing up. Fuck that. I was in high school going to McDonald's fucking 3-4 times a week. That's true. Yeah, you don't, but others might. That's true. But going to McDonald's 3-4 times a week, and I ended up, all the way through. This is after high school I started doing that, eating complete shit. And then, I had an injury in high school, senior year of basketball, and I hurt my back. I wasn't able to do anything for months. And by the time I was able to, I had ballooned to 245 pounds, man. It got crazy. It got ridiculous. And so I started, training real hard. I started doing Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, had a few little scraps. It was fun. And I started just training, doing Olympic lifting, stuff like that. Just literally trying anything that's a challenge, anything that's hard, anything that someone told me, as far as like working out and putting in work like that, I still do CrossFit. That shit's, it's hard, it's fun. You got to be real careful. I'm not one of those retards that starts, fucking throwing up ridiculous amounts of weight over my head and expecting to, one, to be able to do it, and two, to be able to do it safely without getting injured. No, I know my limits, and I know how to push myself and get past those limits little by little, not, fucking when I jump in bridges here. So, through all that, 245 pounds, I want to say 3 years ago. Yeah, 245 3 years ago. Currently walking around at 202. So, it can be done, definitely. But I think part of the reason why Valley Fever hasn't, knocked me down for very long, it literally had me down for 3 weeks, and then I've been up, working all, long hours, doing everything I want to do, hanging with my nephew, and everything. I think it's because I kept myself in that kind of shape. And honestly, like diabetes runs in my family, obesity runs in my family fucking horribly. Cancer, there's a couple cancer, things, and so that kind of thing, prompted me, I guess, to maybe, set an example, maybe, I don't know. I think just for myself, just to be healthy, to, for hopefully my future family that I have, I could be around for a long time. But it's become something I really enjoy. My fun, a lot of people go out, they go drinking for fun and all stuff. And if you do, hey, fucking great, do it. Do what you want to do, whatever makes you happy, right? What makes me happy is pushing myself every day. That's kind of like my fun time when I go work out. So that, and now my my hour reading, which, by the way, that Ronda Rousey book, interesting as fuck. You need to read, if you haven't read it and you have some time to read little by little, you should. It's actually not a bad book at all. It's actually pretty good. It'll open your eyes. Yes, I did describe most Mexican families. Exactly. Again, this truck is an 03, and the turn signal just stopped working. Right, live on Periscope. How you like that? So yeah, fucking read the Ronda Rousey book. It's good shit. But I gotta end this thing soon. I'm almost to work. But anyway, yeah, if you're gonna be in Lake Tahoe for Spartan Beast, hit me up. If you want to do future races, I have a bit of a schedule now. One in Southern California, 2016, January 30th. If you're in California, especially, you want to make that drive down and you want to run 9 miles with me, with obstacle courses and shit, and get yourself one of these little blue shirts. And I know I wear these a lot, but I've done a lot of Spartan races, except for the Beast. I've done a bunch of the other ones, and so I have a few of these already. So they're comfortable as shit. Even though, fuck Reebok, but yeah, if you want to run a race with me, January 30th, SoCal, I believe Temecula, California. You want to join my team, hit me up. Jesse, you're definitely invited, man. You got plenty of time to train between now and January 30th. If you want to run a race, bro, let me know. You can join my team. Arizona, February 27th, the sprint, much shorter, about 3 to 4 miles, about 15 obstacles, not too bad. It's actually pretty good. And then later on, I'm gonna do another beast, but I'm doing my first Tough Mudder, which is April 30th, 2016. Now, here's the fun thing about Tough Mudder. Tough Mudder is a motherfucker. It is not built around being strong, having endurance, being able to, hey man, you want to fly over, Andrew? You're welcome to. The Tough Mudder is based around fear. It's not based around, physical. It is physical stuff, but fear. Fear of small spaces, fear of heights, fear of whatever the fuck. So, if you're into that kind of thing, it's my first one. I'm excited as hell for it, and just to see what I guess speed bumps I hit and what kind of stuff I can accomplish. But Anyway, thanks for joining me this morning for the Morning Glory. We'll check you guys out tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, Thursday, yeah, tomorrow. And then, of course, today I will be more than likely doing a solo version or edition of In the Pocket. Mr. Nick Pilecki's working late because him and his lady are going to a family event this weekend. So, family first, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know that. And so, definitely I'll be doing a show later today. I'll send out that link. And then, what else is there? Tomorrow, we're going to end up doing, UFC 192 preview tomorrow night. Yes, that's right. Fucking Jesse's on that shit. He knows. Yeah, UFC 192 preview. DC versus Alexander Gustafsson. We talked about it last night on Keyboard Warriors. As much as when DC won the title, I was a big fan of him. I was like, fuck yeah, DC won the title. He's kind of annoyed me enough to where I'm like, oh god, somebody beat him. And as much as I would love to see Gustafsson win against DC, I just don't think he's gonna be able to do it. But I hope he proves me wrong. I really do. But John Jones gets probation. He gets fucking probation. Come on. Me or you would have gone to fucking jail. And John Jones gets fucking probation. Hey, man, if you could afford that lawyer, afford the lawyer. You get to go, man. Lawyers are, it's not what the law is. It's what the law can be interpreted to be. You know what I mean? I definitely know that as a former mock trial champ that I used to be in high school. So, yeah, so fucking John Jones is back. So, I mean, basically it'll be a placeholder. Whoever wins this weekend is going to be a placeholder for the real champ when they show up. But that'll be, I guess we'll talk about that in another video. So, thanks for joining me, everybody. Everyone have a good day. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Jesse? I think I saw Mike on there. I'm not sure 100%. Obviously, you're driving, not staring at the screen. And talk to you guys later today. Talk to you guys tomorrow. And, of course, a Periscope on Friday. All day as I drive to Lake Tahoe, and of course on the way back, more than likely, as I drive back to Phoenix, which would be same 12 and a half hour drive. But you know, drives home are always fucking longer. So everyone have a good day. Fucking put in some work. All right, see ya.